na anka yenim say yɛwura casing Ato Forson there anka sisi ano ya jáil no ama sisi a ambulance scandal no na ɛso ayɛ den ɛho sɛm aba ɛfɔma anya asɛm ketewa na wemu ana Justice Afia wa ɔno so de nsɛm bi aba beto abɔnten a sisi ano wa pem casing Ato Forson a victim of ambulance scandal no with 68 cases for court anya asɛm ketewa abusuafo asɛm no mu ayɛ din asɛm no mu ayɛ ram yie paa je sɛ me akasa na metia no medwene ho kora me hyada enti asie sɛ adentina nipa betimi atran ho ma ya bɔ kwadu kwa 68 ɛwɔ court abusuafo yɛ asɛm bɛ no ekuti asɛm no mu kyerɛ mu
ɛna oba bi gina court ɛde etudwa ɛma Ghana fo nyina ɛtiɛ ana yese busan say inti DNT ana we use 68 messages free man ya wo pen na de betudwa no Japa say I brought the relevant portions of my conversations with the Attorney General and on the kan no say I took his number from my cousin Justice Afia and sent him a message since he didn't know that I had his number inti through some comedy no and no submit yes no text message Japa if you said now this is another thing I'll say the WhatsApp conversation was between the Attorney General and myself. He is at liberty to bring other portions that he feels will discredit what I have put here. The audacity of Richard Japan. Now, they say 68 WhatsApp messages have been tendered in court by the office of the Attorney General. And common Kasa Japan odi can send the now no lawyer pona do much ready to Jano and Nina Ababa Bededi. Now, the Deputy Attorney General, Alfred Chiayabua, will appear every court and within some etuja live from proceedings in Siko.
What do you make of Richard Japka's testimony today?
Maintaining the character of Richard Japka, saying that he was dismissed from the military.
We are doing a cross-examination, and that forms part of our cross-examination. And what you just heard is what you just said.
How difficult have you found Richard Japka to be in the witness box?
You were in court. You witnessed it. Make your own judgment.
At a point, DPP appeared to be frustrated with some of the answers Richard Japka was giving. You were in your seat. How did you feel?
She wasn't frustrated. She did a yeoman's job.
Now, from the answers from the accused person, are you surprised with them, especially so when they're asking one question and taking about 4 pages to answer a question? Are you surprised?
I think you pass your own judgment.
So the AG has come back to court today. I saw him passing questions to the DPP, mentioning questions to the DPP to ask Japka. Has he defied the directive by this trial judge, and now technically he's taking part of the ongoing trial, you would say?
Let me make this correction. There was no directive from the trial judge.
The advice.
Exactly. Advice, you watch out the space, whether the AG will stand to conduct the case or will observe the proceedings.
But technically,
right, just like you, to be in court, observe proceedings. As to whether you conduct the case, leave the space unless you have.
But technically, he is asking questions because he was passing questions to the DPP, dictating questions for her to ask Japka. That is technically taking part of.
He wasn't dictating questions to the DPP to ask. But if you are even a litigant in court, and you are subject matter of a certain litigation, don't you reserve the right to be in court? Even if AG was the one being prosecuted, he has the right to be in court. And so today he came to court to observe proceedings, as you came to do.
You
it's beyond observing.
By the accused person, seeking to at least have the AG in what he wants to describe as a cross-examination of a sort, seeking to...
I think he was properly answered by the presiding judge, and I'll make no further comment. You were in court and you heard the comments.
From what you say to the Attorney General, do you feel the same that he would love the opportunity to cross-examine Richard Japka himself?
You wait until we get to the end of the proceedings. If you come, you know. If you don't come, you also know.
Is it the case of the state that Richard Japka, by the documents that he put before the court, did not give the entirety of the conversations that went on between him and the Attorney General, and what his lawyers have been pushing is really not what happened?
You were in court. Japka tendered some documents in respect of the chat. We also are going to tender the full complement of the chat. And that's what we are seeking to do.
And you think the full complement is going to help your case?
Wait until we get there.
Because it appears he's now bringing in new stories that were not part of what they've tendered into evidence.
Don't be disturbed by that. We will handle everything in court.
Thank you very much.
And that was a reaction from the Attorney General's department, and that was the Deputy Attorney General, Afia reaction after today's hearing, where the AG had the opportunity to cross-examine Richard Jakpa. The cross-examination will continue on Thursday. And I'm guessing that Latif Idris was in court for us today. So, Latif, so on Thursday, that will end everything, because I know that the first accused, Dr. Ato Forson, he's already closed his case.
Yep.
The case, the state also closed his case.
Yeah.
It was left with Jakpa to be cross-examined. So after the cross-examination by the Attorney General on Thursday, will that bring everything to an end for the judge to now decide, the merits and then pass judgments in the day that she will set?
No. So what is going to happen after Richard Jakpa? There is yet another person that will be cross-examined, and this is Big C, the Big C people. Okay. They are the main
company that was to supply
with the government of Ghana to supply the ambulance. Richard Jakpa is their local agent. So they will also be cross-examined, and so Richard Jakpa's cross-examination wouldn't end the matter. Trial.
Okay. Yeah. Now today, let's start from the onset. Before the court was called into section, we understand that the Deputy Attorney General had concerns with what he claims to be somebody who had recorded proceedings of last Thursday and was circulating the audio recording on WhatsApp. Tell us about it.
Yeah, correct. So this was when, after Richard Jakpa was made to mount the witness box to be cross-examined by the Director of Public Prosecution. And then Afia rose and put before the trial judge that this is what he has found, that there's been a circulation of portion of Thursday's proceedings in court, which is being circulated on some audio, which is being circulated on some WhatsApp platforms. And so he wanted the trial judge to take cognizance of that and then take the necessary action, if you like. Then she found it very problematic because she said it's prohibited for anyone to record the proceedings in court. In fact, the journalists who sit through proceedings have been told that it is not allowed, it is prohibited to record proceedings in court. So she found it to be problematic. Quickly, she called the leadership, and I'm talking about the lead counsel for câses Ato Forson, lead counsel for Richard Jakpa, and the prosecution into a conclave. And it took a little longer than we expected. We thought it was going to be like some 10 minutes meeting, but then it went on for like 20 minutes. Now, when they came back, the trial judge issued a warning and asked that national security should take up the issue, investigate and get to the bottom of whoever recorded that proceedings. And once investigations is done, we know the outcome of it. It means if you are
obviously you'll be in contempt of court.
Exactly. You are going to be dealt with. She said if it continues again, she will be forced to take additional stringent measures, which would be that the rest of the proceedings or the trial will be held in camera.
Meaning only the lawyers and their clients will be in court.
Will be in court to, if it continues. But now she has asked national security to take up any.
But did the Deputy Attorney General provide any name as to the one behind the